The next thing that's really important once you're kind of building the groundwork, and again, this is all in the planning stage, is you need to really get informed about the source of funding. And most of the funding for instrumentation comes from NIH or NSF, but you really need to identify which of those agencies first, understand the agency focus and mission, because they're different. They're the same, but different. They're similar, shall we say. They're similar, but they have their differences. And they both offer instrumentation opportunities that will be useful for a whole range of uses. So NIH is very human health focused, as you probably know, has a much larger budget, 48 billion, because it does support both extramural and intramural support funding. NSF is more basic in its approach. It crosses all of the science, technology, engineering, math fields, and it does support applied research. There's a kind of a notion that NSF is purely basic and NIH is purely human health focused. There's a lot of overlap as well. There's a lot of basic research that's necessary to be able to understand human health and disease at NIH. And there's a lot of application at NSF. So what I'm urging you to do is read and learn about these institutions, what they have to offer. There are 27 institutes and centers at the NIH, 7 directorates at the NSF, and they each have their own ranges of support. So step number 1, understanding where to go to get the best chance possible to get support. And there are many ways to do that. Of course, searching websites, talking to people. But I really urge this. I learned this very much when I was at NSF, that if people sign up for these alerts, there are ways that you can go online, stick in your email, and select what you want to receive from the agency. For example, if you're at NSF and you work in molecular biology, you can focus on getting information all around that topic. Same with NIH, and these are 2 opportunities to do that. So I really urge. This is really being proactive about keeping yourself informed. So it used to be that you could get informed about a particular opportunity, and then you can start working on a proposal, and you'll know it'll be there when you're ready to submit it. We're in a slightly different environment now. I think it's really important that you stay informed, that you check regularly with the program that you're submitting to, because there can be changes. We're in a very dynamic situation right now. I'll talk about it a little later, but it's important to make these connections. You can communicate with the program director, who is also overseeing the program that you have selected. And they will always inform you if there have been changes since you started doing your planning.